Hello viewers, welcome to Unacademy YouTube channel. Myself R.Vetrivel, Unacademy Plus educator. Welcome you all for today's session, motion in a plane. Before that, I appeal all the viewers, those who are aspirant preparing for KCET 2021 NEET JEE, Unacademy Plus is the best platform for competitive online coaching. So learn from the best educator of KCET. Complete syllabus will be taken care. Have a trial plan at least for 2250. Use my code Vetrivel Live to get additional 10% discount. So Unacademy is the #1 online platform in India. Today we are going to discuss motion in a plane. Right? Motion in a plane. Importantly, projectile motion we are going to discuss. Right? So, what is projectile motion and important concept? Let us discuss now. Here is projectile motion is the motion in 2 dimensions, we all know, right? Projectile motion, what do you mean by projectile? Right? Any body projected into air at an angle other than 90 degree with the horizontal near the surface of the earth. It's only usually called projectile, right? Any body projected into air at an angle other than 90 degree with the horizontal. Right, projectile motion is a 2-dimensional motion. Example for projectile motion, a cricket ball thrown by the fielder, a bullet fired from the gun, a javelin thrown by an athlete, a jet of water from the rubber tube impelled into air. If you drop an object in a moving train through the window, right, an object is dropped from the aeroplane or helicopter. These are all example of projectile motion, right? So projectile motion is the motion of 2 dimensions. The entire motion, the acceleration of the projectile g is downward. We know that projectile motion, horizontal, vertical axis, whenever we project with an initial velocity u at an angle theta to the horizontal, this is angle of projection, right? The maximum height reached by the projectile, and this is the horizontal range. Whenever a body projected into air other than acceleration due to gravity, a body projected with an initial velocity u, right? This u can be resolved into 2 components, horizontal component and vertical component, right? It makes an angle theta with the horizontal, that is angle of projection. Horizontal component will be u cos theta along x-axis, vertical component will be uv sin theta. Throughout this projectile motion, see here, the path followed by the projectile is called trajectory. The path followed by the projectile is a trajectory. The path is parabola. The path of the projectile with respect to the frame of another projectile is a straight line. Okay. Now, see that the symbol projectile in the sense horizontal motion of a particle plus vertical motion of the particle combinedly, we can call it as projectile motion. Horizontal motion of a particle plus vertical motion gives projectile motion. We know that time of flight, the time taken to and fro, whenever we u by g, same time of ascent is equal to time of descent, right? But time of flight in the sense, once you project the body, once the body leaves from your hand, it starts. Time of ascent, it goes maximum height and return down. That is time of descent. So time of flight is 2u sin theta by g. Keep in mind. Now, maximum height reached by the projectile, right? Maximum height equal u square sin square theta by 2g. H maximum will be u square by 2g. Then we all know the range, horizontal range of the projectile, u square sin 2 theta by g. This formula all we know very well, right? Time of flight 2u sin theta by g. Here time of flight t maximum will be 2u by g. H maximum will be u square by 2g. Range is u square sin 2 theta by g. Now, few more important point you need to remember before moving into problem. Here, a trajectory of a projectile is parabola, right? The trajectory of a projectile is parabola. For a projectile, the time of flight and maximum height depends on the vertical component, right? The range of the projectile is maximum when the angle of projection is 45 degree. We know, right? This is the projectile, now it reaches here. This is maximum height, right? H maximum. This is from the point of projection. Theta is angle of projection. This is the range. Maximum horizontal distance is the range. So, the projectile maximum range will be at an angle of 45 degree. The maximum range of the projectile we know R max equal u square by g. When the range is maximum, the height attained by the projectile is, when the range is maximum, what is the height attained? It will be u square by 4g. This relation keep in mind always. Maximum height equal R maximum by 4, 1/4 of the maximum range. So this you need to recollect this point. We know the height attained by the projectile is maximum when theta equal to 90 degree. The height attained by the projectile is maximum when theta equal 90 degree. We know in the projectile, right? The height attained by the projectile is maximum when theta equal 90 degree. So H maximum equal to u square by 2g. Because sin 90, we know that u square sin 2 theta, sin 90 is 1. So u square by 2g. The physical quantities which changes during projectile motion. Right, during projectile motion, we know that the horizontal velocity remain constant. Vertical velocity as we go up altitude decreases, right? And once it reaches the maximum height, there it's only horizontal velocity, right? Once say projectile as the altitude increases, what happens when it goes on? Projectile vertically projected upward, time of ascent. Here only horizontal velocity u cos theta, vertical velocity will be 0. As time of descent, vertical velocity then start to increases. The physical quantity which changes during projectile motion, speed changes, velocity, kinetic energy, potential energy, linear momentum. These physical quantities all changes during the projectile motion. Now we are going to discuss today only projectile projected horizontally from a tower, horizontal projectile motion and oblique projectile motion. Projectile projected with certain angle, oblique projectile motion 1. Second, projectile projected horizontally from a tower, we are going to discuss now. First, horizontal projectile motion. Keep in mind, whenever we are projecting from the certain height, this is say a tower, height h. From the tower, if the two bodies are projected horizontally, the first body projected, right, with a certain velocity, right, say 7 meter per second. First body projected with certain velocity, it reaches 7 meter per second. Second body is projected horizontally, it is 5 meter per second. Both reaches the ground. The separation between the two bodies is 6 meter. Assume the separation between them. Two bodies projected horizontally from the top of the tower, height h. First body projected with the velocity 7 meter per second. Second body projected with the velocity 5 meter per second. Both reaches the ground. The distance between the two, right, reaching the ground is 6 meter. Right? What is the distance of the first ball reaches the ground? This is x1. From the foot of the tower, first body reaches the ground. Know what is the distance. In this basic concept, understand, whenever a body projected horizontally from the top of the horizontal projectile motion, the time, right, reaches the ground, time taken by the body to reaches the ground is always same. Keep in mind, the main concept is horizontal projectile motion, the time taken by the body to reaches the ground will be same. So first body, what is the distance travelled by the first body now? Say d1, velocity into time, 7 into t. Second body, suppose 5 meter per second, second body, right? What is the velocity? Distance travelled, velocity into time, right? Now this distance is given, distance between the two is given 6 meter. Here what is the relation? That means difference. 7t minus 5t, that is 2t here. First body reaches second body, both has different velocities but time taken same. So distance travelled. Now what is the difference between these two, first body and second body after reaching the ground? Right? Subtract difference between them, 7t distance minus 5t, 2t. But here according to problem, the distance between the two body reaches the ground is given 6 meter. So 2t equal to 6, then t equal to 6 by 2, 3 second. You got it, 3 second. Now what is the distance from the foot of the tower for the first body? So x1, that is x1 equal, right, we know that how much is given. See, distance is 5t, 5 into 3, 15 meter. First body. Second body, x2 equal 7 into 3. So 21 meter. 21 minus 15, 6. It's correctly given. So this you need to understand horizontal projectile motion. Let us see now numerical based on this. Before going to that, the time of flight, right, for horizontal projectile motion will be t equal root 2h by g, right? Keep in mind. Horizontal range will be, range is velocity into time. We know that velocity equal to distance by time. From that distance equal, right, here horizontal range, horizontal distance equal velocity into time. That's only here. Velocity u, initial velocity into time is, we know, time of flight, root 2h by g. Velocity of the projectile at any point will be root u square plus g square into t square. Keep in mind this formula. Now, let us move to some more additional point. Two towers having height h1 and h2 are separated by the distance d. A person throws a ball horizontally with the velocity u from top of the first tower to top of the second tower. Understand? Two tower, right? Height is given h1 and h2, right? Separation d. From first tower you are throwing, right, horizontally with the velocity u from top of the first tower to top of the second tower with the velocity u you are throwing, right? So then what is the time taken? Root 2 into h1 minus h2 by g. Keep in mind, time taken by the body to reaches. So champion patch is already progress. Unacademy Plus course, if you subscribe, you can able to watch 24 into 7 PCMB, all the subject competitive coaching. Use my code R.Vetrivel live to subscribe Unacademy Plus course. Now, two paper screen A and B are separated by the distance 100 meter. Keep in mind clearly, right? It is given two paper screen, right? See here, separated by the distance, this is A, it is B, assume. Separated by the distance 100 meter. A bullet pierces A and then B. The hole in B is 10 centimeter below the A. So, a bullet fired with the initial velocity u, right? It pierces at P, right, in A, right? It goes, if it is no object here, it will go with the same velocity, but it is after pierce, it reaches, right, penetrating, passing through B also at this. What is the distance given? See, the hole in B is 10 centimeter below A. So this is A actually. So 10 centimeter, convert into meter, 0.1 meter below the A. Bullet you are firing here, after penetrating this, it goes and strike B also and comes out. So question, see that if the bullet is traveling horizontally at the time of hitting the screen A, calculate the velocity of the bullet when it hits the screen at A. Calculate the velocity of the bullet, mean U is the question when it hits the A, right? Neglect the resistance of paper and air. Okay, we know, just now we discussed the formula, right? When we project from the top of the one tower to other tower, we know the distance is U into root 2 h1 minus h2 by g. That's it. Direct formula. The distance between the two paper screen is 100 equal u into root 2 into h1 minus h2. What is that? H1 minus H2 difference is given 0.1. 0.1 by G, 9.8. Simplify, right? You need to find U. So from that U equal, you will get 700 meter per second. You keep this side, remaining all cross multiply, find out. You will get 700 meter per second, right? Let us move to the next question. An aeroplane flying horizontally with the velocity 600 km per hour at a height 1960 meter. When it is vertically at a point A on the ground, a bomb is released from it. The bomb strikes the ground at point B. What is the distance AB? Right? Questions understand clearly, right? An aeroplane, right? It is flying horizontally with the velocity is given 1960 meter per second. It is horizontally flying, right? This is the earth surface. Now the aeroplane is just above point A. The height is how much is given, right? This is given 1960. Horizontally it flying with the velocity 600 km per hour. An aeroplane horizontally flying with the velocity 600 km per hour. And the point A from the ground is just, the aeroplane is at a height of 1960 meter. Right? A bomb is released. So projectile motion, it follows, we know that it strikes at B. Right? What is the distance of AB? This only question now. Right? We know the distance of AB. Right? Now we need to find the horizontal distance, horizontal displacement of the bomb. Bomb is dropped here, it reaches finally here. What is the horizontal displacement of the bomb? That is AB. Horizontal displacement equal velocity into time. Horizontal velocity into time. Right? Horizontal velocity, we know U, into what is the time taken to reach the ground? 2h by g. That's it. This is horizontal distance or horizontal displacement. That is velocity into time. Horizontal velocity into time. We know that it is given already. What is AB? We need to find horizontal velocity into time. So what is horizontal velocity is given here? U 600 kilometer per hour. So 5 by 18 multiply. You will get meter per second into U 600 kilometer per hour. I converted into 5 by 18 into 2 into height. Height is 1960 by G 9.8. That's it. Simplify. You will get right option C. 3.33 kilometer. You will get option C. Next one. A boy can throw a stone up to a maximum height of 10 meter. We know that maximum, H maximum equal U square by 2G. Remember, a boy can throw the stone up to maximum height of 10 meter. The maximum horizontal distance that the boy can throw the same stone. Right? So, here maximum height how much is given? 10. So 10 equal U square by 2G. From this, U square equal 2G into 10. 2 into 10 into 10. Remember? So, how much? 200. It is U square. U square equal to 200 meter per second. Now, H maximum we got at what velocity, initial velocity you are throwing. Now, what is the maximum horizontal distance? Right? The maximum horizontal distance right? Okay, the maximum horizontal distance, right? The maximum horizontal distance we need to find, right? A boy can throw the stone up to maximum height 10 meter, right? H maximum we got it. What we need to find, right? Horizontal distance, range we need to find. So R maximum equal U square by G, right? That is 200 by right? 200 by G value substitute, that's it. So 200 by 10, that's it. You will get 20 meter. Option D is correct. When you throw the body stone to a maximum height of 10 meter, yes, H maximum equal U square by 2G. So you got it. H maximum initial velocity find out, then horizontal how much he can able to throw, R maximum U square by G, that's it, you will get 20 meter. A ball is projected horizontally with the velocity of 5 meter per second from the top of the building 19.6 meter high. See that? A ball is projected, is y-axis, x-axis, a ball is projected, this is initial velocity u, 5 meter per second, right? It reaches here. What is the height is given? Height is given 19.6. So, how long the ball take to hit the ground, that's it. Let t be the time taken by the ball to reaches the ground. So we know that h equal to half gt square. From this t equal to root 2h by g. We know this, right? Time taken by the ball to reach the ground. 2h by g. That's it. Root 2 into height is given 19.6. So 19.6 by g. 9.8, you will get 2 seconds. It will take 2 seconds to reach the ground, right? Next one, a cricketer hits the ball with the velocity 25 meter per second at 60 degree above the horizontal. That's the meaning. See here, it is 60 degree, right? It is with the velocity v or u. Now, hits the ball with the velocity is given at an angle 60 degree above the horizontal. How far above the ground it passes over the fielder? Suppose here the fielder, y, displacement, how far above the ground when the batsman hit the ball, it go over the fielder, height. 50 meter from the bat, here the bat, so this distance is 50 meter, right? Question, try to understand. What is the horizontal velocity here? In this, what is the horizontal velocity? Ux equal u cos theta, remember? So horizontal velocity u along the x-axis is u cos theta, that is, what is u initial velocity? 25 into cos 60 degree. 25 into cos 60, we know that 1 by 2. You will get 12.5 meter per second. Horizontal velocity. What is vertical velocity along y-axis? Vertical velocity will be u sin theta. U 25 into sin 60 degree. 25 into sin 60 root 3 by 2. So 12.5 root 3 meter per second. Right? Now, what is the time taken to cover the distance? Time equal to distance by velocity, we know. Distance is 50 meter. Right? By velocity 12.5. You will get 4 seconds it takes a time to pass over the head of the fielder. Now, what is the vertical height? Why is the question? What is the vertical height? Right? S equal to ut. Right? S equal to ut. Vertical height means uy. Vertical height uy along y axis you have to take it. Uy, you are doing work against the gravity. So minus of gt square. That's it. Uy already we know. 12.5 root 3 along y axis. Right? Into t. 3. Side t is 4. So into t minus 1 by 2 g is 9.8 into t square, 4 square, that's all. Simplify, you will get 8.2 is the correct answer. A ball thrown by the player, see that clearly is given. A ball thrown by one player reaches the other in 2 seconds. The maximum height attained by the ball above the point of projection will be, right? So we know that. Clear. See that question, try to understand. A ball thrown by one player reaches the other in 2 seconds. So what is the maximum time taken, time of flight? 2u sin theta by g, that is 2 seconds, right? So that is given. So here we know that u sin theta from this g cross multiply 2, right? 2 will be cancelled. So u sin theta equal 2g by 2. So only you will get 10. Here question is maximum height. We know that h maximum equal, maximum height is u square sin square theta by 2g. Right. So here what is sin theta? U square sin theta, not square. U square sin theta. What is u square sin theta here? 10. Right? U sin theta is 10. Here u square sin square theta is 10 square by 2 into g. So 100 by 20 you will get 5 meter. The equation of motion of the projectile is given, x equal 36t, right? So x equal to 36t. What is its velocity? Displacement is given 36t. Velocity will be dx by dt. Derivative you do with respect to t, 36t only 36. Similarly, 2y equal 9060 minus 9.8 t square. Clear? So what is now its displacement? Y is given, right? 2y equal to this, y equal to 2 divide. You will get 48 t minus 4.9 t square. Now y we got. Now what is the velocity along y axis? dy by dt. Differentiation do that. Derivative 48t only 48 minus 2 will come up. 2 into 4.9, 9.8 into t. Right? 2 will come up. 2 into 4.9, 9.8 t. That's all. Vy, vx we got. We know that this is vx. It is vy. Resultant will be this is, right? Understand? This is the resultant. Now take its right angle triangle, this theta now. What is the angle of projection here? Vx is given 36 meter per second. Vy is given how much? at t equal to 0, at t equal to 0, Vx 36, at t equal to 0, Vy, this is t is there, this will be 0, it will only 48, at t equal to 0, Vy will be only 48, this term t 0 substitute will be 0. Now, what is the angle of projection? This take it as a tan theta equal, this is Vy, right? So, Vy by Vx, that's all. So, theta equal to tan inverse of Vx by Vy by Vx, 48 by 36, right? 4 12s, 3 12s. So, tan inverse of 4 by 3. Now, tan equal to 4 by 3 mean, this is 4, 3 mean right angle triangle, Pythagoras theorem apply, this side you will get 5. Then, theta equal to sine inverse of opposite side 4 by 5. So option first one. A cricketer right? A cricketer can throw a ball to a maximum horizontal distance 100 meter, right, with the same effort. He throws the ball vertically upwards. The maximum height attained by the ball is, a cricketer can throw the ball to a maximum horizontal distance is given 100 meter, right? What is the maximum height attained by the vertically upward? See that a cricketer can throw the ball maximum horizontal distance. What is maximum range then? Horizontal distance only range. Maximum horizontal range we know u square by 2g, right? U square by g. So maximum horizontal range u square by g. This is 100 meters given. What is the maximum height is the question. What is the maximum height? So maximum height equal u square by 2g, that is u square already is given. See that u square by g is 100, this is u square by g is 100 by 2, that's it, 2g is there, u square by g 100, 100 by 2, 50 meter he can throw maximum, right? Two bodies thrown at an angle of 45 degree and 60 degree respectively. If both the bodies attain same vertical height, then the ratio of velocities with which these thrown, right? So u1 by u2, two bodies are thrown at an angle 45 degree and 60 degree is given. We know that, right? What is the maximum height? H maximum. We know that H maximum equal u square sine square theta by 2g. Right? Here according to problem, if both the bodies attain same vertical height, we know maximum height, according to problem, both reaches same vertical height. That meaning, both angle, both height, u1 square sine square 45 by 2g, right, equal u2 square sine square 60 degree by 2g. Both are equal, both reaching the same height is given, that's it, right? So u1 square by u2 square, divide now both, u1 square by u2 square equal, divide, right, bring it that u2 down here, u1 square by u2 square equal, remaining all will be cancelled, 2g will cancel, you will get sine square 60 by sine square 45. So u1 square by u2 square equal to this, then u1 by u2 equal sine 60 by sine 45. Sine 60 root 3 by 2, sine 45 1 by root 2. you will get root 3 by 2. Right, that's it. So this is D option. Right? Let us move to the next one. Okay. Two bodies are component, right? These two last problem we will discuss in the next class since it's a time up, right? So previous one, right? This one, as I said, you need to use H1 plus H2. An arrow is shoot into air, its range is given, its time of flight is 5 seconds is given. So g value is given, then horizontal component of velocity is the question. So use time of flight 2u sin theta by g, and range you use u square sin 2 theta by g, right? Both equation divide, you will get 40 meter per second. In this, you need to use range formula. Range is given here, u square by sin 2 theta by g equal to 200, and then we know the time of flight 2u by sin theta, 2u sin theta by g equal time of flight 5 is given. Divide both, you will get option. This is horizontal component mean u cos theta, right? Similarly, okay, so that's the end of today's session. We will meet in the next class with another concept. Till then, myself R.Vetrivel, Unacademy Plus Educator, signing off from you all. Have a nice day.